How's it hanging, everybody? Happy Friday. Welcome to another special edition of Friday Phil with yours truly, Mr. Me, Philip Barker, at Unfiltered. Give me a follow on Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, Vero, you name it. I'm there, except for that place called BirdChan, aka Twitter, aka X, because that place is a fucking cesspool. Oh my God, what a week it has been, everybody. Holy shit, I am fighting something. I don't know if you can tell. I'm like kind of nasally. I've had like fluid just dripping out of like every crevice of my body except my ears. So there's a nice little visual for all you guys out there. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. But yeah, I'm kind of getting over something. I'm not sure if it's like allergies. I'm not sure if it's like some kind of fucking cold. I don't really know, but I'm here. I'm feeling okay enough to do this show. And man, it has been a fucking week. Oh my God. I just, it has definitely been a week full of so much different shit. Like there's been a lot of shit that came out this week, like Terminator Zero, for instance. The Super Dash Man trailer for that Christopher Reeve documentary, biopic, whatever the hell it is. Biopic's not the right word. I think it's a documentary. The Sonic 3 trailer came out today, not today, but came out Wednesday. That rocks socks. We got a lot of stuff to talk about for sure, but it's not a typical episode if we don't have a little bit of discourse, right? Wait a minute, hold on. We got Daryl in the chat here. Hey, Phil, happy Friday to you. I watched all of Terminator Zero. Hope we get a season 2. I am currently on episode 5 or 6. I don't really remember because I fell asleep last night watching it. So I'm going to have to go back and watch it thus far. But yeah, so far, like Terminator Zero is such a fucking great show. Oh my God, it's arguably like one of the best Terminator things that's happened with Terminator since Terminator Judgment Day. I would even say Sarah Connor Chronicles. I am a genuine fan. I actually really do like Terminator 2 and Terminator for that matter quite a fair bit. Like a lot. I like those movies a lot. Terminator 3, it's fine. Terminator 3 is fine. I'm kind of weird. I like Salvation more than Terminator 3. I'm a little weird with that, but you know, it is not the best Terminator movie, I will admit that. And then Genesis and Dark Fate. Whew, those were movies that were made. But Terminator Zero, let me tell you, Terminator Zero is a fun time in the Terminator universe, timeline, multiverse, whatever you want to call it, because that show basically establishes that everything is canon in a very intricate, interesting way. I'm really enjoying it so far, based on everything I've seen so far of the 8 episodes. Like I said, I'm on like episode 5 or 6. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch probably episode 5 and continue on from there. Really good. Like really, really good. Like I have nothing but highest of praise for Terminator Zero, and I hope to God that a second season is already in the works. We'll see what happens with that. Speaking of something else in the works, we got, like I mentioned earlier, a little bit of discourse. Jimmy Olsen. That's right, folks. We got a little bit of Jimmy Olsen stuff going on here. We got a nice little new presentation, or really like more of like a share, if you will, from Mr. Jimmy Guns himself. I believe this is probably on that Chirp app. Fucking, what is it? BirdChan, Twitter, whatever the fuck. Yeah. No, I don't want that. Here we go. So Jimmy Olsen, let's see. Happy anniversary to Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, who debuted on this day in 1941, although he did appear earlier as Office Boy in Action Comics #6, created by Jerry Siegel, Joe Shuster, and Bob Maxwell. I can't wait for you to see Skyler Gisondo portrayal in Superman in July 11th, 2025. And right there is the image. Oh, of course, it's on that accursed fucking Bird app. Of course it is. I don't have an account, but yeah, this is apparently where he did the showing of it. But yeah, this picture's been making the rounds, and that's nice and whatnot. You know, I've seen people just automatically praise this as, oh my God, it's going to be the best damn Jimmy Olsen ever. And I'm like, okay, sure. You are entitled to your opinion. I will say that if you decide to, oh, I don't know, compare this to a version of the character from a previous movie, you're well within your right to do so. I would posit that if you're automatically going to spew some, this is better than what came last time kind of bullshit, well, let me tell you, that's arrogant. And that's very kind of ignorant because we haven't seen an ounce of footage from what this version of Jimmy Olsen is going to sound like, what he's going to do in the movie, what his presence will be, or how he will be utilized. And if you're comparing it to an Easter egg via Batman versus Superman and that whole version of the character, because it's not really a version, again, it was an Easter egg. If you're going to sit there and like compare it to that, well, hey, you know, you do you. Don't be surprised if you wind up looking like an asshole in the process. And me, being me, of course, I might have stirred that pot, maybe. I don't know. Let's pull up the thread post because I know I definitely kind of ruffled some feathers with this one. But where is it? Here we go. Here's what I said. Okay, here we go. 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 Share the screen. Let's see. Here we go. So this shit kind of chapped my ass a little bit. James Gunn's Jimmy Olsen is already looking better than whatever that was in Batman versus Superman. This guy, Arrowverse_MCU, that name doesn't even make any sense. This needs to be said. And I said, why? Because he's got red hair and he's smiling. And I said, you gatekeeping fans are part of a much bigger problem. This got 20,000 views, 125 comments, of which I muted because I could not stand the amount of nonsense that was just flooding into my comments. Oh my God, just pure absurdity. Look, feel how you feel. You think James Gunn's going to do a fucking great job with Jimmy Olsen, more power to you. I haven't seen an ounce or frame of footage from this movie to determine that or otherwise. I don't really know. I don't know. The kid, Skyler Gisondo, yeah, he looks like Jimmy Olsen. That's about all I can really say at this point. But to go out and say that it's looking better than whatever that is, that's just arrogant piss match fanboy bitching at its finest. And I am not about that at all. And if you're mad because I called you out for being a gatekeeper, well, son, that's a fucking you problem. Anyway, I just thought it was funny that ruffled some feathers. And I think it's even more hilarious that people continue to do this fucking pissing match of, oh, this version is better than that version. Why the fuck can't all of them be valid? Please, tell me, give me a good reason why all of these versions can't be valid. And even then, as I mentioned, the version of Jimmy Olsen in Batman vs. Superman is a fucking Easter egg at best. The character was never meant to be utilized outside of that. And the people who were like, oh, well, Zack Snyder said he was having fun with the character. Yeah, he had fun with the namesake. That's all it was. That guy was never meant to be Jimmy Olsen. So I don't know why you're all mad and acting like Jimmy Olsen actually fucking died in the movie. You guys, the funny thing about when people sit there and bitch and moan about what Zack Snyder did with his DC movies, they almost act like he physically kicked their animal. And it's like, could you people get any more butthurt about fictional characters? No, they couldn't. I mean, look, I'm not exactly thrilled that James Gunn fucking killed Rick Flag in the Suicide Squad, but I'm not bitching about it every fucking week on the internet. Oh my God. That is a sad state to live. Seriously, if you spend the majority of your online presence just bitching and whining and crying about TV shows and movies that didn't do what you wanted them to do, again, that's a fucking you problem. And you should probably seek help. Maybe touch some grass. I don't know. One or two, maybe a combination of the two. Not really sure. At the end of the day, I got nothing else to say, but seriously, if you're going to sit there and fucking like gatekeep and act like, you know, one version's better than the other, fuck all the way off. Seriously, just fuck all the way off. That kind of bullshit, just, I don't jive with that. Just get the fuck out of my face with that shit. Anyway, moving on to other things. Moving on to some definitely other bigger, better things. You know, where do I want to go with this? Because there's a lot of different shit that has been pronounced this week. Came out this week. You know, I will go with this. Completely changing gears here. Chadwick Boseman passed away 4 years ago. Oh man, what day was it? I'm gonna have to look this up because I am just bad with dates. Let's see. He passed away August 28th, 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, it was his. Unfortunately, he passed away August 28th, 2020, right in the height of the pandemic. Just an absolutely phenomenal actor in his own right. Wonderful version of Black Panther. Wonderful actor in his own right too, and a couple other different projects. Thurgood Marshall, just to name another one. And the man was a king. The man, and I don't mean that like in terms of like who he played in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but like the man had a sense of grace to him. He had a real sense of compassion. He had like, just he had this gravitas to him and an energy, and he always never got tired of doing Wakanda Forever for fans, and I will fucking 100% just give him all the props for that. The man fought cancer while shooting a couple different Marvel movies, kept that to himself, and like even went and saw children in hospitals while battling his own battle, like with cancer. Like that dude is a fucking king and a legend in his own right. And I have a clip from Avengers Infinity War with Chadwick Boseman in it that I will utilize later on in the show. And I was, it's funny, like I saw that his anniversary of his passing had happened like a couple days ago. And I was like, I should utilize that one clip of him in that one scene of Avengers Infinity War at some point down the line, because it's just it's a funny clip, but it's a good clip. And I love that subtlety from him in this clip. And we will get to that clip later, but absolutely just more power to Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace. Who's a fucking champion, king in his own right. That man just an absolute stellar human being. 100%. Keeping in line with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, let's go ahead and talk rumors. And that is Spider-Man 4. Oh my God. The rumor mill has been rampant about Spider-Man 4 for like, the last 3 years since No Way Home came out. Oh, it's going to be a multiverse story. Oh, it's going to be a grounded story. Kingpin's going to be the villain. Daredevil's in it. Oh, it's going to be a combination of the two. Oh, Zendaya's back. Oh, John Watts is back. Oh, John Watts is no longer the director. Oh, it's going to be another multiverse story. Oh, it's going to have the Venom symbiote in it. Oh, wow. Tom Holland signed on for 6 more movies. Nobody fucking knows what's going on with Spider-Man 4, except for a key select few group of people. Those people likely include Tom Holland, Kevin Feige, Amy Pascal. I believe the writers of the next Spider-Man movie are probably the same writers who did the Home trilogy. So Eric Summers, oh God, what is his fucking writing partner's name? Damn it. Oh, it's escaping me. I'm gonna have to look this up. Oh man, I hate when I have to do this, but it's also just better to get my information correct rather than not. Chris McKenna and Eric Summers. There we go. So chances are the only people who know anything about Spider-Man 4, the Tom Holland 4 Spider-Man film, I should clarify. Again, Kevin Feige, Amy Pascal, Tom Holland, Eric Summers, Chris McKenna. Those are likely, and you could also include probably some of the other top brass in there, maybe some people at Marvel Animation, handling Friendly Neighborhood, that we don't step on any toes of what's going to happen in Spider-Man 4. But the new rumor, why the fuck am I even entertaining this? I don't know. I don't like entertaining rumors. But if it is to believe to be true, allegedly, Spider-Man 4 may or may not start shooting next year, early next year, for a planned release of July 2026. This is all according to RPK. Look, guy had one hit with the Reed Richards casting. Ever since then, he's been shooting blanks. Okay. Say what you will about the guy. Say he's fucking, one of the top tier scoopers. That's fucking your business, whatever. Anyway, if it is believed to be true, and I even did some digging of my own too, like what was Tom Holland's next project? He doesn't really have anything lined up. He's doing a Romeo and Juliet Broadway portrayal right now, as far as I can tell. So in theory, yeah, he could do another Spider-Man movie next. Could I see it happening in July 2026 between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars? Yeah, it's plausible. I mean, Sony has to get a Spider-Man movie, like a live-action Spider-Man movie, like on the docket, like release. Like otherwise, they lose the fucking rights. So, yeah, they kind of need to get a move on a Spider-Man movie if they want to retain said rights and, not lose them to Marvel Studios, because that's the last thing they want to do. Between that, Beyond the Spider-Verse, they best get a move on. But certain details of this movie that may or may not film early next year, that may or may not have a July 26th release date, could be a movie that possibly takes place in a battle world. Now, anyone who's familiar with the whole Secret Wars spiel, story, whatever, you know that Doctor Doom collectively takes the remnants of the 1610 and 616 universe, blends them together, or they get blended together, and he's overseer of Battle World, right? Now, if a Spider-Man movie were to take place on Battle World, well, I'm going to be honest, that is a departure from Spider-Man movies that have come before, because a majority of them have taken place in New York City and Queens and Brooklyn, right? Like they've taken place in New York, mostly. Far From Home was the first kind of step away from that. So if you do a Spider-Man movie set in Battle World, what does that look like, right? What kind of opportunities does that arise from? Like, who do you get to play with at that point? What characters in the Marvel sandbox do you get to toy around with in a world that is combined of multiple worlds? Now, it's noted that the Fantastic Four are going to be in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. Could Johnny Storm potentially show up in this because they have a history in comics as being friends? Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I could also see like Daredevil and Kingpin showing up at some point, somewhere down the line. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no fucking clue what the next Spider-Man movie is going to be. I have no fucking idea whatsoever. I will just posit, though, that if Sony does not want to lose said rights to the character on film, they kind of need to get a film in production soon rather than later. And apparently, according to Kevin Feige, like, this is indeed, and this is a very interesting quote that I had pulled up from Mr. Feige himself, that apparently he did an interview with CBM Movie Fan. I don't know, but let's check this shit out here. Right. Here we go. The quote is, when we said we wanted Spider-Man to be more grounded, we just didn't tell you that ground was from an alien planet or in another universe. Kevin Feige, what are you alluding to right there with a fourth Spider-Man movie? I wonder. Now, I know that the writing duo is allegedly turning in a script soon on Spider-Man. If they move in with the script, they can start pre-production. They start pre-production, they can start filming. At that point, they'll probably start casting the film too, depending on who the fuck is going to be in the movie. I don't know. I have no fucking idea what this movie's even going to be about, what you're going to do with it. Would I love to see the black symbiote suit land on Tom Holland? Yeah, I would. I would also like to see it land on Andrew Garfield in a Secret Wars movie. Whether or not that actually happens, yet to be determined. But I don't know. I swear to God, if I knew, I would shed some light on something at the risk of being sniped by Marvel. But I don't. I'm not in that war room. I'm not, of that speculatory cause. I can just posit what I feel. And honestly, since Tom Holland does not have much, according to IMDb, I don't know that for a fact. I don't know dude's current, status. I don't know all I know is him and Zendaya are still dating. That's, good for them. But like, I don't know what other work this young man has lined up for him after Romeo and Juliet. It very well could be another Spider-Man movie. And from what I understand, he's taking an executive producer-esque type of role in the next trilogy, if you will, kind of taking a note from Ryan Reynolds and Robert Downey Jr. in that respect. More power to him. He should have some say and oversight in what happens with this character that he's been playing for, let's see, he got the role in 2016. It's now 2024. Almost a fucking decade this young man has been Spider-Man. He's also shared the screen with two legendary actors who have also portrayed Spider-Man. If his trilogy were to end with him passing the torch to a Miles Morales, I would be ecstatic. That would be great. The thing is, though, we got to get another movie to start off a new trilogy. So when not this movie happens, I can't say for sure. I can only just guesstimate. Do I believe these rumors outright? Absolutely fucking not. No. I will take the Hollywood Reporter's word over Daniel RPK any day of the fucking week. I will take, God forbid, the fucking rap. I don't even want to say that. But, you know, sometimes they get shit right. I'll take them over fucking Daniel RPK. I'll take Variety. I'll take fucking, you know, pretty much anyone credible. Because I'm sorry, but Daniel RPK is not that credible. None of these fucking scoopers are. Whether it be Jeff Snyder, Grace Randolph, RPK, My Time to Shine. Fucking Can We Get Toast? Speaking of which, I haven't seen any of Can We Get Some Toast because they got hit with a fucking subpoena. So, you know, hey, all I'm saying is don't put stock into people who are consistently wrong more than they are right. Okay, that's all I'm saying. All right, I'm about done bitching about Spider-Man. That's for sure. What else we got? Oh, you know, I'll keep it in the Marvel wheelhouse and in the multiverse wheelhouse. So, did Gambit survive the void? Well, according to a deleted scene shared by Ryan fucking Reynolds all across social media, and I say that with love because I love Ryan Reynolds, I do. This shit right here. Yes, audio is also shared. Okay, here we go. This shit right here. Check this out. Oh, what the fuck? Why won't it play? Come on. Refresh the page. Here we go. Okay. Oh, wow. I could have full screen that. How about that? Wow. I'm a goof. Okay. So, did he survive the void? It kind of looks like it, right? I mean, again, Marvel does not use deleted scenes as canon for the MCU. But why would Ryan Reynolds share this? Is he positing that Gambit will be somewhere down the line? You know what? After seeing the movie 3 times and soon to be 4, I will be watching this movie for a 4th time. I can say with confidence, you know, hey, why the fuck not, right? Why the fuck not? Let Channing Tatum be Gambit in the soon-to-be Marvel Cinematic Universe Uncanny X-Men film. Because I'm hopping on that train. I am hopping on that train started by my pal Flightcast of the X-Men movie in the MCU absolutely needs to be called The Uncanny X-Men. And Channing Tatum should probably be Gambit in that movie. Because you know what? If this scene is any indicator of anything at all, I'm a little bummed it didn't make it in the movie, number one. But again, why would Ryan Reynolds share this deleted clip? If not to stir a pot, if not to, you know, allude to something else. Could he have a spot in Doomsday or Secret Wars? Abso-fucking-lutely. Are Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman probably going to be in Secret Wars? Yeah, because Ryan Reynolds says, and I quote to Wolverine, "Till you're 90. Is Channing Tatum's Gambit probably coming along for that ride? Well, if this deleted scene, if this magic Marvel circle is to be believed, well, fuck it, right? Why the fuck not? Bring him back. Bring him back for more. He clearly likes playing the character. He looks like the fucking character, not only from the comics, but from the animated series and X-Men 97. Is the accent a little, yeah, sure. But that's the thing. You can play it up for laughs in one movie, then take it seriously in another. I don't know. Would I like to see more of him? Yes. Yes, I would. I would absolutely love to see more of Channing Tatum's Gambit. Because at first I was like, no, that voice sounds horrendous. After seeing the movie 2 more times, I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. But, I'm about to make a name for myself out here. I think that's what he says. That might be what he says. I might have fucked that up. I very well could have probably fucked that up. But yeah, more Gambit in the MCU, Marvel Multiverse, Marvel Cinematic Multiverse, Marvel Cinematic Universe, whatever the fuck it's called now. More Gambit in this. Yes, more. I want to see him blow more shit up. I want to see him use the cards. My only gripe now, I'm over the accent thing. I got over that real quick. I'm a little disappointed they did not give him the red and black eyes. It's my only disappointment with this. See, my chat is up and popping. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's see. Thank you, Rhea. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. I really appreciate that. I respect the fact that Kevin Feige doesn't engage on social media and close to the vest. Me too. Yes, me too. I feel like they should do a Spider-Man movie after Secret Wars. That's plausible. That is very plausible. They very well could do that. Clean shaven daddy. Let's fucking go. Happy Friday, everyone. Thank you, Andy. I know. I got rid of the fucking scuzz and fuzz. Yeah. QMMR Rage. Hey, Rhea. Hell yeah. We got... I'm Spider-Man in Spider-Man 4. No, you're not. Go back to your room. Gambit will be back. Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to assume that he probably will be back. Supporting my dad. That's right, kiddo. Much love to you. Much love. Much love. Much love. It seems like everyone wants that as an end credit scene. He nailed the Louisiana accent. I agree. You know, after listening to it 3 times, I was like, okay, I'm sold on it. My pal Nerd Cosa Nostra, I hope you're doing well. I am doing fine, except I have got some kind of fucking sinus thing. I don't know, cough, sneeze, fluid dripping out of nose, even though I'm lucky enough the shit hasn't been dripping out of my nose stream yet. So knock on wood for no more dripping. Anyway, yeah, more Gambit in the MCU. Yes, please, yes, please, more to that. Definitely more to that. Definitely more Gambit in the MCU. I would absolutely love that. What else we got here? Okay, so if that tease was anything, here's another tease that I can't share it. I don't want to share it because I don't want to get sniped. I know the photos are making the rounds, but I want to at least talk about this. And that's the first look at the Thing in Marvel's Fantastic Four: The First Steps. Oh my God, Ben Grimm looks just like fucking Ben Grimm from the comics. They did the brow thing. They did it. You know, because Michael Chiklis had like this foam suit and it looked fine. You know, they did the whole CGI thing with Jamie Bell in Fan Four Stick. You know, they did that. I gotta admit, like, from what I understand, that's not Ebon Moss-Backrack in that suit either. It's a stunt double, which is fine. But I thought they were for sure just going to do straight up all CGI. But this is an indicator to no, there's going to be a level of practicality with it too. And based on that look, oh my God, that looks fucking amazing. Here is this was my immediate reaction to seeing that. This was so fucking just, ooh. This is fucking awesome. That was my reaction to seeing those leaked photos of the Thing in Fantastic Four: First Steps. Again, it was... This is fucking awesome. Major props to Matt Shackman and everyone involved for bringing the Thing to life. I can't fucking wait for that movie. July 2025 cannot come fast enough. Fantastic Four: First Steps looks phenomenal. But yes, from what I understand, Ebon Moss-Backrack, I said there will be some mocap CGI with that. But if they're using this as a model reference, you blend the two together, it is going to feel near seamless. Seriously, I love the Fantastic Four quite a fair bit. Reed Richards is one of my favorite characters in Marvel, next to Spider-Man and Wolverine, a couple other different people in Marvel. I cannot wait to see Pedro Pascal play this character. I cannot wait to see Cousin Richie play fucking the Thing. Because you hear, if you've watched The Bear, then you know damn good and well that Ebon Moss-Backrack can absolutely play Ben Grimm. Like, no fucking joke, no lie. He watch that show and you will be like, yep, that's Ben Grimm. Without a fucking shadow of a doubt. That dude is going to be an awesome Ben Grimm. And the fact that they made him look like the fucking Thing from the comics. He's got the fucking unibrow. He's just, man, this was perfect. It looks so fucking good. I cannot fucking wait for this movie. Oh my God. If there is definitely one movie in July that I am looking forward to next year, it is without a doubt Fantastic Four First Steps. Speaking of July releases, speaking of movies releasing in July, Jurassic World Rebirth is the official title, and there's even set images and a plot synopsis to go along with this. Now, when I heard this title, I was like, okay, sure. Does he have a thing, though? Of course he has a thing. Go back and watch Mallrats. Even fucking Stan Lee says as much. What's up, Lance, buddy? How you doing, man? Good to see you. But yes, Jurassic World Rebirth is the fucking title for this Jurassic World movie. And, well, it's kind of an underwhelming title. I don't really know where the Rebirth portion of this comes into play, but let's check out this Variety piece that dropped, yesterday. Let's see. All right. Oh, Jurassic World Rebirth first look. Scarlett Johansson and Jonathan Bailey keep the dinosaur franchise roaring. From Adam Very, of course. Universal has officially released the first look of Jurassic World Rebirth, the 7th film in the 31-year-old franchise, starring Scarlett Johansson and Jonathan Bailey and Mahershala Ali. Gareth Edwards of Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, as well as the creator, is directing a script from David Coop, who wrote the original Jurassic Park film in 1993. According to official summary, the film will be set 5 years following the events of Jurassic World Dominion, when, quote, the planet's ecology has proven largely inhospitable to dinosaurs. Those remaining exist in isolated equatorial environments with climates resembling the ones in which they once thrived, the synopsis continues. The 3 most colossal creatures within the tropical biosphere hold the key to a drug that will bring miraculous life-saving benefits to humankind. The studio also revealed details about many of the characters in the film. Johansson's character is a covert ops expert named Zora Bennett. Zora. Okay, clearly David Coop has a fucking thing for Legend of Zelda, because if anyone who's played Legend of Zelda, you know damn good well what I'm talking about. Anyway, Zora Bennett, who has been hired to lead the team extracting DNA from the 3 most gargantuan dinosaur species left alive. Ali plays Zora's partner, Duncan Kincaid. Really? Duncan Kincaid. I'm sorry, but that is like the goofiest fucking name I have ever heard. Bailey plays a paleontologist named Dr. Henry Loomis, and Rupert Friend plays Martin Krebs, the representative of the drug conglomerate funding the expedition. Philippine Velgi, Station 11, Bichir Sylvian, and Ed Screen of Deadpool make up the rest of Zora's team. Cool. Eventually, they encounter a civilian family whose boating expedition was capsized by a marauding aquatic dinosaur. At which point, everyone becomes stranded on an island where they come face to face with a sinister, shocking discovery that's been hidden from the world for decades. Manuel Garcia Rolfo plays Ruben Delgado, the father of the family that's been shipwrecked, which includes Luna Blaze, David Iacono, and Audrina Miranda. That's the rest of the family, apparently. Frank Marshall and Patrick Crowley are producing the film. Steven Spielberg, Denise L. Stewart, and Jim Spencer are executive producers. Jurassic World is scheduled to open July 2nd, 2025. And then, of course, there's this little bit here from the official Jurassic World count, right? Wow, where have I seen that before? It's almost like they did it for 6 movies in a row, right? Yeah. We get another Jurassic World movie. Yay! Why the fuck is it releasing July 2nd? July 2nd, Jurassic World Rebirth. July 11th, Superman. July 25th, Fantastic Four, The First Steps. One of these movies ain't fucking hitting that month. I'm telling you right now. One of those movies is fucking moving. I can guarantee that. Which one is it? I don't know. James Gunn's in post-production on Superman right now. I think this movie's still filming. Fantastic Four just started shooting earlier this month. And I've seen Marvel shoot a movie in less than 6 months and have it released within a year. So they could make the date. James Gunn, being in post-production and not an avid fan of reshoots, if not outright not ever doing reshoots, he's probably going to make his date. If Universal is smart, they could move this 2-3 weeks into June. Why? Because the last 3 Jurassic Park movies released in fucking June. At least I know the last 2 did. Fallen Kingdom for sure. Dominion also for sure. Let me double check, because I think Jurassic World, the first one, also released in June as well. Let's see. Jurassic World release June 12th, 2015. Okay. Why the fuck are we trying to compete against 2 juggernaut superhero films here? Yeah, granted, Jurassic Park notoriously makes bank at the box office, no doubt about that. But come on. Like, just move up a month. Is there even anything coming out in June 2025? Let's see. What is coming out in June 2025? Okay, How to Train Your Dragon, Megan 2.0, 28 years later. The Ballerina movie. Wow, okay. So Ballerina comes out June 6th. How to Train Your Dragon and Elio? I don't know. June 13th, following week. June 20th, 28 years later. And then June 27th, the Formula One movie, Untitled Sony and Marvel Universe film. Sure. Don't know what that is, but I can see that getting knocked. And then Megan 2.0. Yeah, I don't know why they just don't put it in fucking June 27th. Or, June 20th. Like, why not? Like, move it back. This is the one I think that might move. Because if they're still filming this movie, which I think they are, I'm going to double check on that, but I think they are. Yeah. Principal photography began in June 2024. This movie's been filming for almost 2 months. And they're not done. And if you want to make this look pretty, you're going to need to spend some money in the editing room and spend some money on some CGI. Granted, you've got fucking Gareth Edwards there making this fucking movie, so there is that. So, I don't know. It's interesting to me. I wonder when this movie will wrap filming, because I know Fantastic Four wraps, I think, sometime by the end of the year. So these two, they could wrap filming easily and, be in the editing bay until release of July next year. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Now, if either of those movies, if Fantastic Four or Jurassic Park, Jurassic World Rebirth, if either one of them need heavy reshoots, both, if not one of them, will absolutely get pushed. That much I can assure all of you. If either of those movies require any amount of more than normal reshoots, they will get pushed back. 100%. Let's see. QMR Rage asks, Chris Pratt is back. As far as I know, no, he is not back. From what I understand, he is not in this movie. Owen is done. His trilogy has come to pass. He's gone. The new one to follow is Scarlett Johansson, from what I understand. I hate how fanboys complain how Pedro Pascal does not look like Reed Richards, knowing full well Reed Richards has a beard and goatee in the comics. Yes, he looks like fucking Stan Lee's and Steve Ditko's, or either Jack Kirby. He looks like Jack Kirby drew him. He looks like Jack Kirby's Reed Richards stepped off the fucking page. I saw what he looked like as Reed Richards at Comic-Con. He looks and talks like fucking Reed Richards. Pedro Pascal is, wait for it, a fucking actor. So if fanboys are going to bitch, they're going to fucking, they're going to continue to do that, because that's all they fucking do. All they ever do is bitch and moan and groan. Look at what happened with the Acolyte. All they do is fucking bitch about the Acolyte. That's the new fucking punching bag on the internet right now, is the Acolyte. And would not at all shock me if people are going to fucking bitch, moan, and groan about Pedro Pascal playing this role until a teaser is actually released for this movie. That'll probably quell some, but not all. You already know there's that one subsect of fandom that's just fucking boo, hiss, woke nonsense. Probably crying into the void about how Pedro Pascal doesn't look a fucking thing like Reed Richards. Boo-hoo, cry harder. Wah. But yeah, I can't wait. I'll watch. Going back to Jurassic World, though, I will probably watch this movie. You know, I've never not watched a Jurassic Park movie. I've seen them all in theaters. Wait, let me take that back. I've seen from Lost World Jurassic Park on in theaters because Jurassic Park came out when I was like a year old. So that one I watched as a kid, but then that prompted me to go see the other ones. So, yeah, I will absolutely watch Jurassic World Rebirth, even though I think that title is just goof troop fucking weird. I don't know where the rebirth part of it all comes in, but hey, it is what it is, you know. I'm sure there were some people that saw this and oh my God! You know, Scarlett Johansson in a fucking Jurassic Park movie. What more is there to ask for, right? All right, let's see. Moving on, we've got. Oh, here's another trailer that came out today, or not today. The Sonic 3 trailer debuted on Wednesday morning, bright and early, 6 a.m. That was definitely cool. It was. I have a reaction trailer for that on my channel. If you just scroll and find it, I react to the whole thing, but I will just give some brief thoughts here. It looks dope. You know, it very well could be the coolest video game trilogy of all time. Then again, that bar isn't high. Probably the only video game trilogy at this point. We all saw, you know, how Borderlands turned out. That movie ain't getting a fucking sequel. Super Mario's getting a sequel. Don't know when. I think 2026. Isn't that when that sequel's coming out? Super Mario Brothers gets a sequel in like 2026, I think. Something like that. But yeah, Sonic 3 looks dope. Shadow looks dope. Keanu Reeves' Shadow sounds great. I will say, after having watched the trailer a couple more times, it kind of feels like they might have given away pretty much the whole plot of the movie, which, you know, it's not uncommon for trailers to do these days. I don't think they're showing everything, though, because Sonic 2 notoriously kept out Gold Sonic. In Sonic 3, he's presumably going to go gold to fight Shadow. Well, guess what? What's going to fucking happen? I'm going to call it right now. Sonic's going to turn gold, and then Shadow's going to be like, oh, that's cute, me too, and then go gold. I for sure 100% think that in the second act of the movie, Sonic is going to go gold, fight Shadow, and Shadow's going to be like, oh, that's cute, bam. And it's going to be a Golden Brawl Super Saiyan style. And that, in turn, will lead Sonic to go to Dr. Robotnik and be like, hey, kind of need your help with this. So can we maybe team up? I will say, though, one of the coolest moments of that trailer was watching Knuckles be like, oh, I remember the last time I fought one like this. And Sonic was like, dude, I'm fucking standing right here. And then Knuckles goes to like fight Shadow. And Shadow's just like, not today, punk. Bam! And fucking breaks Knuckles' knuckle. That was the sauce. That was super fucking awesome. This is fucking awesome. Yes, that was fucking awesome to see in that trailer, for fucking sure. That was like one of the best moments in the trailer for me personally. And you know, they even got an Akira slide in there with Shadow, that with the bike. I was like, yes, this is great. This is amazing. Oh my God, I love it. I love it to death. Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. That movie looks great. And it's going up against Mufasa. Oh my God. That Barry Jenkins, I love you. But I think Sonic's going to take the crown Christmas weekend. Yeah, we'll see about that. But yeah, you know, Sonic 3 again, you know, I've got a reaction trailer right there on my channel if you guys want to check that out and see just my genuine reaction to that movie and that first trailer. By all means, go check it out. Hopefully this is the only one, but I'm sure they'll probably do another one close to release. Continuing the trailer trend, Superman, the Super Dash Man trailer. This is the documentary regarding the late great Christopher Reeves. Now, I saw this trailer, and again, you know, it's a Warner Brothers Pictures thing. I know for sure if I show that, I will get fucking sniped, and I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I watched this trailer, and I'm not going to lie, like I got emotional. Like I got really emotional watching this trailer. Seeing Christopher Reeve and like in his physical state after his accident, and continuing to be that inspiring, hopeful person that he was even after his accident was just, I can't lie, like it made me emotional. So yeah, I will be watching this as soon as I can, because I'm just genuinely curious to see what else encompasses this documentary regarding, the man who put on the suit for the first time and instilled a whole generation of people. Like, I may not be the biggest advocate for the 78 movie, but I still recognize that that movie has a large stamp on pop culture. Like, Richard Donner made you believe a dude could fly, for sure. And Christopher Reeve is Superman to a whole generation of people before my time. And I 100% recognize that and I respect it. But yeah, like seeing this, like the trailer for this documentary here. Matter of fact, I'll even just like pull it up briefly and drop the trailer in the search bar here in the comments section. But yeah, this trailer just, it hit me. Like it hit me in a very emotional way that I was not expecting. But this was very much like a really, really emotional trailer to watch, especially for this documentary. Like I and it's even got the DC Studios logo in front of it, and that's cool, But yeah, here y'all go. If you guys want to check it out for yourselves, it's right there. But this trailer looks good. This documentary looks really good. I genuinely cannot wait to see it. It's going to be special. It's going to be very special. And it's going to be very, promising to see a documentary about Superman and Christopher Reeve a good, 10 months, like 10 months before a new Superman movie comes out. I think that's very fitting. So yeah, that very much, that trailer really hit me in a lot of ways. Like I was genuinely moved by what I saw. Again, like the fucked up thing was like they showed footage of his accident and how he like broke his neck and became paralyzed. I was not expecting that. I've never seen that footage before. I was just like, wow, that's certainly something. But the fact that he persevered, his friendship with Robin Williams, like all of that was just really emotional for me. I was like, wow, this is definitely something I cannot miss in the theater. I will not miss it in the theater. And I just, yeah, I will watch it. I will absolutely be watching that in the theater. Super slash man. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but yeah, it's the documentary that is again about Christopher Reeve. Yeah, okay. So the official title is Super Man, the Christopher Reeve story. And it looks like it's actually showing near me Saturday, September 21st. So yeah, I will hopefully be able to get a ticket to that. But yeah, so the wiki, I'm going to read the wiki here real quick. 2024 documentary film about the life of American actor Christopher Reeve following his horse riding accident left him paralyzed, subsequently becoming an activist for disability rights. Documentary was directed by Ian Bonhote and Peter Etegui. Forgive me if I mispronounce that. Co-wrote the script with Otto Burnham and is titled after Reeves' role of Superman from the 1978 to 1987 Superman films. Let's see. It looks like it is releasing. It looks like they debuted it at Sundance Film Festival with a post-screening Q&A with the film's directors and Reeves' children. Following month, DC Comics owner Warner Brothers Discovery acquired the worldwide theatrical and home media release rights for the documentary for $15 million. Worked with DC Studios co-CEOs James Gunn and Peter Safran and its corporate siblings Warner Brothers Pictures, HBO Documentary Films, CNN Films, and the streaming service Max to do so. The sale was represented by film financing company Cinetic Media. Let's see. In April, CinemaCon, Safran announced that the documentary would be theatrically released in September 2024 under the WBP, DC Studios, HBO, and CNN labels. The following month, the documentary was announced to be screened for a limited theatrical release on September 21st and the 25th in collaboration with Fathom Events, although there were potential for a wide release. The release is set to be followed by an encore presentation on September 25th, 2024, which would have been Reeves' 72nd birthday. The film is scheduled to be theatrically released in the United Kingdom on November 1st, 2024 by Warner Brothers Pictures. So, yeah, this film is getting a wider release than I initially expected, but it is cool that it's getting a release on his what would have been 72nd birthday. Yeah, I will be watching this documentary that on that Saturday, the 21st. It's going to be a Batman Superman day. How about that? Because Batman Day is that Friday, the 20th, and then the 21st is the day I get to watch the documentary. Speaking of Batman, that was a hell of a transition, right? That was a nice segue right there. Look at that. There was a screening for the Batman that was held on Wednesday, the 28th, which debuted some exclusive. I don't know if it's exclusive, but they showed off some of the Penguin. I unfortunately do not have an AMC near me at all. I would have to drive to San Francisco, given my current location. That's like about 2 hours south of me if I wanted to go see a screening of this movie. But thankfully, I did manage to get a popcorn bucket, courtesy of my pal in the chat, Rhea. Thank you so much. And as a courtesy to all you folks, guess what? I'm going to unbox this box right now so we can take a look at it. Okay, let's see. Oh, no, wrong way. There we go. Okay. Once again, Rhea, thank you so much for picking this up for me. I really appreciate it. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, it even lights up. Holy shit. Look at that. Wow. I've got my very own bat signal. This is so fucking cool. Holy shit. And the popcorn goes right in there. How about that? Do you guys think they'll let me take this in with me to the Batman, whatever Batman movie? Because, like, they've got 3 movie showings for, let's see, it's Mask of the Phantasm, Batman Forever, and there's one other movie that they're doing. Oh, the 89 Batman movie. So I don't know which one I'm going to watch because I've seen 89. I've seen Batman Forever. I have not seen Mask of the Phantasm, though. Do I want to see Mask of the Phantasm on the big screen? What the fuck? Oh, there we go. Bat signal says yes. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll try and watch all 3 of them. But I definitely want to see Mask of the Phantasm. Definitely want to see Batman Forever again. Like I would love to see Batman Forever again on the big screen, especially with all the chatter around release the Schumacher cut. I definitely want to revisit Batman Forever on the big screen. But I wonder why it was those 3 movies specifically. Why Batman 89? Why Batman Forever? Mask of the Phantasm feels like kind of a given, right? But the other 2, I'm just like, maybe I'll even do a double bill of like Batman 89 and Beetlejuice one day, and then another day. I don't know. Like when are those? When do those movies release? Let's find out. Batman Day. Let's see. Oh, apparently it's on September 21st. Huh. Wow. I could be wrong, man. It might not be the 20th. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, and it's at AMC theaters, of fucking course. Oh, AMC theaters will be doing special screenings of 89's Batman, 93's Mask of the Phantasm, and 95's. Awesome. Damn it. Damn it. Well, hold on. Let's check Fandango and see if they're doing any Batman movies near me that day. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I see that, but like, you know what? Okay, here, I'll do it by. Let's see. Friday. That Friday. I'm not seeing any Batman movies near me that Friday. Let's try that Saturday. Let's see. Nope. Superman, the Christopher Reeve story. Yeah. Oh. Hold on. Wow. So they are showing Batman 89 at the theater that I normally go to at 2:00. And then at 4:00, they've got Super/Man the story. I think I'm going to do a World's Finest Day that day. I'm definitely going to have to do that. Interesting. Very cool. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Looks like I can do that. I just wish it was Batman Forever. Actually. Boo. Boo you, Fandango. Boo you. Well, at least I'll be able to see Batman 89. That'll be cool. So, yeah. Looks like I'm doing a World's Finest Day that day. That Saturday, the 21st. It'll be Batman, then Superman. Cool. I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be a fun day, right? Is there anything else I had on the band? There was one other thing. One other thing I had. Yep. One other thing before we sign off for the night. And that is changing back to Marvel. I probably should have done this earlier, but Marvel's 85 sizzle reel shows off the first look at Daredevil Born Again and Thunderbolts. Now, I do actually have this pulled up. Let's see. Hold on. Can I full screen this? Let me see if I can pull it up on YouTube. They might have it on YouTube. I don't know. Ah, they do. How about that? Cool beans. Let's check this shit out, shall we? Present. Share screen. Bada boom, bada bing. There we go. All right.
Here's our special guest, Stan Lee.
Which one is your favorite?
Oh, gee, that's almost like asking a parent who's his favorite child. I think I love them all.
I often look back at the early 60s in the famous Marvel bullpen
with Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, and Steve Ditko.
Creating Spider-Man, the Avengers, the
Hell
X-Men,
Hell yeah.
and the Fantastic Four. House of Ideas. It's called that for a reason.
In the comic books and in the movies, story is always the most important element.
That's my secret, Cat.
I'm always angry.
One thing I think that we've innovated is overlapping characters and stories.
Who the hell are you guys?
Marvel is this massive canvas through which all of our humanity is explored.
Don't cheat.
People who have grown up with these comic books, they've known these characters for their whole lives.
To me, my
X-Men.
And now there's this new generation meeting them for the first time.
Here you have the chance to be part of something much bigger than
I
yourself.
love that they included the X-Men stuff from Fox.
I waited a long time for this team up. Can you imagine the fun? Chaos?
Shut up.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
The storytelling reaches to the heart of various age ranges and cultures.
That it does.
Symbols are nothing without the women and men that give them meaning. Today, we look to the future.
Wasn't a fan of that movie. Wasn't Thunder. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Oh, look what we got here. Thunderbolts. So we got Red Guardian, Hannah Jo Kamen as Ghost. We got Bucky Barnes returning as Winter Soldier. We got Florence Pugh. Yay, as Yelena. And then we've got fucking John Walker. Hell yeah. I can't fucking wait for this movie. This movie looks so awesome.
I've always tried to do stories.
America. Oh, look at that. We got Daredevil, Born Again. Good old Charlie Cox looking fucking fly there as Daredevil. God, I love that. Oh, that looks amazing. I can't wait for that show, Daredevil Born Again. That's going to be something fun.
The characters have human qualities anybody can relate to.
Let's go!
Oh, Ironheart.
And of course, I can't leave without saying Excelsior.
Oh. Okay, I'll just say this much. I saw that at Comic-Con too. It looked way better the first time. It looked so much better on a bigger screen. I'll say that much. But yeah. Wow. And if anyone can't tell, I love both. I love Marvel and DC. I'm wearing a fucking X-Men t-shirt. I've got a Batman tattoo. If that doesn't describe me, I ain't got you can't pin one or the other on me, Chief. That's just, you know what? Yeah. You cannot call me one or the other. You want to know why? Here's why. Here's exactly why. Because
we don't do that here.
We don't do that here. No. Rest in peace, Chadwick. Yeah, dude. I love both equally. I love the big two very, very equally. I do have my preferences, but of them both, I love Spider-Man and Batman the most of each one, respectively. But I do love both Marvel and DC, and I love comic book films. I love what Marvel Studios has done, and I am curious to see what James Gunn does with the DC Universe. I'm even working on a piece right now, Multiverse of Color, for why James Gunn's DC Universe should be given a shot and a fair chance that Zack Snyder was denied. Anyway, yeah, this looks incredible. 85 years of Marvel. We got some new snippets of upcoming stuff there between Ironheart, Thunderbolts, Daredevil Born Again, even Agatha, and that drops next month. Which could you even call it next month? Because we're getting very, very close to the tail end of August, and September rolls around this weekend. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun getting to watch Agatha all along for the next couple weeks. And the Penguin as well. Man, I can't wait. I cannot wait for all this beautiful content to just drip into my eyes. Can you? Sound off in the chat. How you feeling? How's everyone feeling about Agatha all along? How's everyone feeling about the Penguin? How y'all feeling about Fantastic Four? How y'all feeling about anything and everything? I'm probably going to go back to watching Terminator Zero after I finish the stream, but yeah, you know, like this has been fun. This is a fun one, definitely. Again, I can't wait for Marvel to unveil whatever else they've got down the line. You know, Captain America Brave New World hits February, and then Thunderbolts in May, then Fantastic Four in July, hopefully. So that'll be cool. And then, of course, Superman in July as well. Jurassic World Rebirth as well in July. That'll be interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun summer next summer. That's for sure. But I think that's where I'm gonna wrap it up here for this edition of Friday Phil. Thank you all for whoever stopped in. That would be Daryl, that would be Rhea, that would be QMMR Rage, that would be Chainsaw, Andy. Thank you guys so much for stopping on in. Nerd Cosa Nostra, thank you as well. Lance, thank you again for chiming in. Much appreciated, everyone who stopped in. Be also just be kind, you know, be kind to everyone. Like what you like, don't like what you don't like. It's entirely up to you, you know. Like this has definitely been a fun one and a memorable one. But if you also could just do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. Helps the show get noticed. Does me a favor too. But yeah, this I believe is where we're going to put a pin in it for this episode of Friday Phil. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully I entertained you for an hour or so. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram or otherwise. That's pretty much the only. Oh, you can DM me on Blue Sky. Apparently, Blue Sky has DMs now, so there's that too. But yeah, if you know, feel free to comment on the video. Tell me what else I can do different. You know, give me pointers of things you think I can improve on. Leave a comment telling me your fucking favorite Superman movie, your favorite Superman moment, or your favorite Marvel moment, your favorite Chadwick Boseman Black Panther moment. You know, comment, like, subscribe. Really appreciate it. As always, though, take care. Much love.